Hi there, I'm Andrea Garvey and welcome to the Creative Spark. Every week, I'm going to share a simple 10-minute practice to help you return your sketchbook or your art journal and make space for creativity in your everyday life. I hope you enjoy them and I'll see you in the studio. All right, I'm really excited about this video because I'm using one of my favorite muses, which is just any flower you can imagine. This one just fell from a camellia tree from the rains. It's got the coolest color. Oh my gosh, it looks so interesting. I'm sure most people would think, what the heck, that needs to go in the compost, but I think it's so pretty. And I just wanted to talk about, the blank pages. I often talk about that, and sometimes that's what really holds people back from having a sketchbook practice. So I thought today I would just show you a few different ways that you can grab your pen or your pencil, grab a flower, something that even fell to the ground, a weed, doesn't matter what it is, and let's just have fun. Let's just explore the different things that we can do with it. I'm using a micron number 5. Use a pen, marker, pencil, doesn't matter. But I want to look at this as my subject and think about different ways that I could sketch, air quotes, draw this in my sketchbook. So this is a Stillman Burn Epsilon series. It's a pocket-sized sketchbook. It's one of the reasons why I love carrying these around. They're small, they're easy, and I can just pull it out of my pocket, my purse, and just go right to town on something. So right now I'm thinking about what are my different lines that I want to make with this beautiful camellia. So first I want to just do lines. I'm just going to do some line work here and fill up my page. It's just a continuous line drawing, but I'm really just thinking about all of the different lines that are in here. So many details. Once you start looking, oh my gosh, that's when sketching is so much fun. It really is just observing different things that are going on, and there's so many different petals, all the different colors. But the idea is just how many different ways can we sketch this one flower by using some really fun sketching techniques. You could do this continuous line drawing for as long as you want. You could time yourself. That doesn't matter. All right, so here's one way of creating this and filling your page. So maybe you want to do your flower in like cross-hatching and different lines like that. So it could be that I'm just looking at this flower and I'm looking at my shape. And I'm just going to go back and forth. And it's a little like scribbling. And I'm using the flower as more like a outline of a shape. This is definitely a little bit more abstract. I'm not trying to get all the details, but think about what different ways can you use your pen or your pencil and create the outside outline, shape, whatever you want to call it. There you go, a little flower right there. And let's see, what's some other things that you can do is that you can make your sketch really small. We can just do multiple versions of this flower in our sketchbook. Each time you do one too, you might notice something different. You could even just focus on one part of the flower as a way to sketch it. You could turn your flower. Oh my gosh, sky is the limit. You could even do your sketch with lots of dots. This is called stippling. If you wanted to just really loosely sketch your shape and then fill it with dots. I had lots of different kind of go-to sketching techniques that I like to use depending on my mood, depending on what it is. When I do people, I always do like little tiny scribbles, which is more like this. When I do some shading, I'll do dots like this. When I don't have a ton of time, I will definitely go to my continuous line drawings, my contour drawings. Sometimes too, when I'm just creating like this, it will spark other ideas. That's why I love using my sketchbook. Filling it in with dots. Maybe we want to do something a little bit more abstract and more graphic. I'm just gonna do a few petals and show you what I'm talking about. So I'm not drawing all the petals. I'm just using some. And then I'm gonna go in, this is another thing that I love, love, love to do, is I'm gonna go in and add lots of lines. Even though the flower itself does have a ton of lines, but they're little and they're hard to see. But this is when I take the flower and I turn it more into a graphic element and more whimsical. But lines can be really, really fun. I'll do another one so you can see. I'm going to do a little bit of the inside of the flower. Has those cute little whatchamacallits. I'm blanking because I'm concentrating. Our insides where all the pollen is. And I'm just loosely drawing the outside again. And then what happens with me when I start to sketch like this is I kind of just keep on going. I keep on making petals. I keep on looking, but I'm just adding on. I'm not trying to make this exactly like this flower, but I'm trying to use different ways to sketch to fill up my page and just think, be creative and think, what else could we do? Okay, so you've got different colors. You have your brown and you have your cream. So maybe what I do is I just do lines where it's just brown. Just straight little lines, a little different than these types of lines. Let's say you don't have a flower and you want to do something like this. Think of anything. Your coffee mug, a little object that you got on a trip, little trinket, your keys, anything you can do. Just put it down right next to you like I am. Grab your little sketchbook or a piece of paper, whatever it is. You could do this on collage papers, and then think like, what are some interesting different ways that are simple and easy for me to fill my page up? And seriously, this is 10 minutes. Like, how amazing is this? Our brains are really, really happy when we are creative. It's super important and good for you. It's like a medicine. If you can just do 10 minutes a day, that's all you need. So that's me just going in and going, okay, so for all of the brown edges, I'm going to be doing some lines. And So what else can we do? We could do a couple more small ones. So now the graphic designer in me is always like, I've got some white space here and a little white space here. Let's fill it in. Let's fill it in with our last few minutes. So I'm going to do another little contour drawing. Probably my favorite way to sketch is, well, I don't know. It changes. I do really like it a lot, and depending on my time, but I think it's so much fun to do it. You could do a little hybrid and do a little bit of contour and a little bit of line work. And then I want to do another one up here. And like, that's it. And we're done. We filled up our page. One item, whatever you want to do. And then think about different ways. So we have contour, scribbles, smaller contour, little sketch. Another one that's like a smaller version of this. Just doing line work, like more of a graphic kind of feel. Little tiny dots, little stippling, this stippling. Then looking at your object and thinking about the color or the shadows and adding lines this way. And then that's another little contour sketch. So anyway, I hope you had fun doing it. I do have a free sketchbook starter course that you might love. It's just 3 parts. I love it because it will hopefully inspire you to create a little practice like this where you can just fill up your sketchbook with just random sketches. And you'll always remember, we're always going to remember this little lesson that we took. So enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.